Good morning, everyone. It's Jeff Exline in the Digital Content Center. I want to bring you up to date on the heavy rain that we've been experiencing over the past few days, which has led to all this flooding. I know April showers bring May flowers, but this is starting to get a little ridiculous. We better have a lot of May flowers. That's all I have to say, because look at the rainfall. Now, we are only 60 some hours into the month of April. And over the past 3 days, the Ohio County Airport has had more rain in the first through the third here than we typically get in an normal or average April for the entire month. So we're already above normal about 60 hours into the month. That's a sort of an alarming fact right here. I'm going to show you some of the rainfall totals that we have been seeing across our area. Cambridge with over 5 inches of rain, 5.25. Neffs with over 5 inches. New Athens with 4.84 inches of rain. St. Clairsville, almost 4.5 inches of rain. Again, this is over the last 3 days. Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 3.8 inches and 3.71 inches in Steubenville. It has been very soggy. Arguably, this is the nastiest week of the year because it's going to be getting colder here the next few days. Already starting to get colder today, and we could actually have some snow showers mixed in with the rain showers. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the flooding that is going on that we're seeing across the area. Numerous roads remain closed because of flooding, because of landslides. We had a mudslide of Route 2 near Warwood. Gianna was giving us reports earlier of that mudslide, which has closed Route 2 on the south side of Warwood. And flooding continues across much of the area. In fact, this flood warning is now continuing until 10:45 in the evening today. So as runoff continues. From a weather standpoint, I do want to point out that the heaviest rain is over. We will see some occasional showers. In fact, right now we're in a break. And I think that break will continue throughout much of the afternoon hours. So we're not going to be dealing with anything too heavy. As we head towards later in the day and the evening, light showers will return. We'll see on and off showers of rain and, even snow by the time we get to Thursday and Friday. Probably some snowflakes mixed in the morning, and then mainly rain showers in the afternoon. Can we just get to next week? What a week it has been. I want to talk to you a little bit about river flooding as well. This is the latest information from the Ohio River Forecast Center, and the current stages are all over 30 feet. You can see New Cumberland at 31.6 feet. It is going to crest. All these locations will see the Ohio River crest Thursday afternoon. We're getting pretty close to flood stage in some areas. Pike Island Lock and Dam at 34.7 feet currently. It is expected to crest around 41 feet Thursday afternoon. And Wheeling 34.3 feet with a crest of 40.8 feet coming our way tomorrow afternoon. Moundsville already reaching flood stage 36.6 feet, and the going above flood stage, cresting at around 42 feet Thursday afternoon. Powhatan Point getting up to around 40.6 feet. And in Hannibal, 32.3 feet, crest of 36.3 feet Thursday afternoon. I want to show you some image right there. This is a live look from our camera on Wheeling Island, and you can see how the racetrack has been getting engulfed here by the Ohio River. You see the Ohio River moving swiftly in the background as well, but those floodwaters are picking up. And here are some stats when it comes to impacts for Wheeling. I want to point out also, you can maybe make this out here. I can get out my little handy pointer to help it along. But this is where we're situated right now, right around 34 feet. So you can see flood stage in Wheeling's around 36 feet. So see how it's going to keep on going up above flood stage later today. Tonight, it'll be above flood stage, and then in the afternoon hours tomorrow, it'll reach that maximum point at around 40 feet or so, and then it's going to start to come down and recede, go below flood stage as we head to, it's a little small print there, but that would be later in the day on Friday. So you can see that bell curve there along the Ohio River. Let's talk about some of the impacts. You can see the racetrack there flooding on the island at 36.6 feet. So we'll see that later on today, that the water will be engulfing the entire racetrack. Not quite there yet. Basement flooding along Main Street at 37.7 feet. Portions of Jacob and Wood Street south of 43rd Street flood at 30 38 feet, and 39 feet, the southern tip of Wheeling Island floods. Backwater begins to affect Main Street at 40 feet near the water treatment plant in Wheeling. So all these impacts are going to be in play here over the next 24 hours as we continue to see the Ohio River rise. So just want to go over some of those impacts for you. Now we're going to take a look at Moundsville, West Virginia. You can see the river there as well. Here's a look at some of the Moundsville impacts. At 38 feet, North Marshall Street in Benwood would be closed with Rite Aid, Taco Bell, and KFC impacted. At 40 feet, businesses in the North Plaza parking lot affected. And at 41 feet, river rises reach the railroad tracks in Moundsville in the 13th Street area. And at 42 feet, water begins to affect Monarch Stadium and the Marshall County Fairgrounds. So that's a look at some of the impacts in the Moundsville area as well. Again, from a weather standpoint, you could definitely see that on the radar, the rain is beginning to shift now in the western Pennsylvania. We've had some rain this morning. Now the entire area from East Liverpool to Martinsville to Cambridge, New Philadelphia, this is a site for sore eyes. We're dry. The question is, how long will we stay dry? It does look like we will see, maybe a couple of light showers move back into play here later this afternoon. I could expand that radar. You can see some of that activity towards Columbus and Cincinnati, and that's wrapping around a low pressure system. A big old pool of cool air is coming this way. You see how it's snowing in Chicago? That snow will be coming our way as we head into later tonight and tomorrow morning. I'm not expecting any snow to really stick, but you'll see snow mixed with rain. We'll probably have more snow during the nighttime hours and during the morning hours of Thursday and Friday, and then transition more over to just the chilly rain showers at times into Thursday and Friday. So this is just some ugly, ugly weather. Now, the good news moving forward, the amount of precipitation will be light moving forward. We're not expecting downpours, heavy rains, anything like that, but, more nuisance precipitation, and it is going to be getting colder as well, something you don't want to see. So let's see. Kathy says I live in Jewett, and she has had enough of the rain. Bring on the snow. So there we go. Kathy wants some April snow. We know the April showers bring May flowers. We're not sure what the April snow will bring. But yeah, we typically do see a little bit of snow. And Brian said, good WTOV, done a good job keeping everyone informed. Thank you. So you're welcome, Brian. That's what we're here to do, and we're going to continue to keep you informed on News 9 midday. I'll have an updated forecast. I want to also show you, Chime In. Let's see, I can make this full for you here. There's Chime In. If you're not too familiar with Chime In, it lives on WTOV9's website. Great place if you have our WTOV9 app. And let's see, where do I have the WTOV9 app? I have it in my work folder here. So on the WTOV9 app, that is a great place to check out Chime In. And you could submit photos and videos, and a lot of people have been doing that. That is a look on at the bridge on Main Street in Jewett, Ohio. That was from Mary Blackburn. I could just sort of maybe, let's see here. I have to go click out of here, but I could go show you a little slideshow here. This is a video from B.J. Patterson of Eden Valley in New Cumberland. About an hour ago, he chimed this in. You can see the streams and creeks very full. And that's a picture from Washington Avenue, the bridge of Wheeling Creek. 2 hours ago, James Ader chimed in that photo. And there's another photo of Wheeling Creek from James Ader. Thank you, James. And Amy Winland from Rayland, Ohio. That's a look at County Road 15. And just seeing a lot of scenes like this of water over the roadways. A lot of roads are closed because of this flooding that is ongoing of the streams and creeks. Let's see. This is the north end of Brilliant, courtesy of Emily Frazier. She chimed this in. So, yeah, if you have video or pics that you would like to chime in, just go to the WTOV9 app and we'll share them with our viewers. This is a look at from Wellsville of the top of the flood wall in Wellsville, and Denny Wright sent in that photo from Wellsville. So thanks to Denny, and I think he sent in a couple photos so you get an idea of the Ohio River as it continues. There's another one from Mary Blackburn, Main Street in Jewett. You can see this was earlier this morning before it became daylight, how along Main Street there was flooding there in Jewett. That's a nice, beautiful sky, courtesy of Jim. And now we got some tulips. Now we got some of those flowers we're talking about. But just wanted to show everyone Chime In and how you can submit photos to chime in, or video. So let's see. We got a couple more comments. Let's see. We have Bridget saying, "Good job, thank you, but no more rain or snow. Sunshine would be nice, right?" Over the weekend, Bridget, we'll see the sun, especially Sunday. After a frosty start, it's going to be a nice afternoon on Sunday. And James goes, "We're heading to New Martinsville to see how it looks." Let's see. We got Alan saying, "Jeff, have you heard the rains caused the hillside at Mount Zion Cemetery in Wheeling to wash down, moving many gravestones?" I have not heard that, Alan. I will pass that along to our reporter, Gianna, who is in Wheeling, to check that out. I have not heard that. I've been kind of busy with the weather side of things, and there's so much flooding and activity going on. It's just hard to keep track of all this, across the area. Let's see. Ed says, "When are you anticipating the rivers and the creeks to keep rising?" Well, creeks will rise. They will begin now that the rain is winding down. Again, we are going to see some rain of lighter intensity the next couple of days, and as I mentioned, maybe mixed with a little bit of snow. But they will be subsiding. We're shifting our attention to the river. Keep in mind, though, flood warnings remain in effect for these streams and creeks until 10:45 tonight. This keeps on getting extended. Now, the river is going to continue to rise, and Ed, I don't know if you could look. I probably should have blown this up a little better for you. You know what? I could let me get. I can blow it up a little better for you. There you go. So you get an idea of the rivers, how they are rising above flood stage. And in many locations, Moundsville is pretty close to flood stage, above flood stage. And Wheeling, Pike Island, pretty close. All these are near flood stage right now. And if you look at this next graph here, you can sort of make this out in Wheeling. Again, that's Wheeling Island. You can see the flooding that's going on there at the racetrack. And if you look closely, I can get out my pointer again and show you that here we are right here. And so that where it goes from yellow to orange, that's flood stage, that orange line, which is 36 feet. So see how in Wheeling is nearing, and a lot of locations along the river are nearing this flood stage level. And then what's going to happen is it's going to stay above flood stage. It's going to crest as we head into tomorrow afternoon at around 40 feet, and then fall back below flood stage later in the afternoon there on into the afternoon on Friday. That's 10 a.m. Friday right there. So right around noon or afternoon on Friday, it should start to fall below flood stage on Friday. So that'll give you an idea of that bell curve look, I guess, with the river, how we're near flood stage now, and we will be cresting as we head into tomorrow afternoon, and then fall below flood stage into Friday afternoon. And let's see. We got Siley saying, "Wheeling here, we got videos from several areas. Island is bad." And so, yeah, if you have any of the video, feel free to chime it in, as I showed you there on our WTOV9 app. Thank you. Let's get to some of these other comments. Son-in-law works at New Martinsville plant. No problems. Okay, thank you. Let's see. We got a report of 6 inches in Bel Air of rain. Here's some of the reports. If you missed this at the beginning here, some people are maybe just coming in, tuning in now. First 3 days of the month we had, this is at Ohio County Airport, 3.8 inches of rain, and that is more than a normal April altogether. So that's quite ridiculous. Here we are about 60 hours or so into the month of April. Last 3 days, rainfall, some of the reports that have come in. Cambridge, these are cooperative sites from the National Weather Service. Cambridge, a little over 5.25 inches. Naph's over 5. So these values, of course, causing all kind of problems. Everyone, this isn't a case where, sometimes in the summertime, somebody gets heavy rain and then, it's sort of isolated. This was widespread, and it's leading to all these problems. Yeah, lots of, let's get a couple more comments here. Jade saying multiple landslides by the creeks. Almost all the ball fields in Marshall County are flooded and damaged. You hate to see that with baseball season starting up here. A lot of these baseball fields, being not only unplayable, but then damaged for some time. Let's see, anyone information. Westbanco Arena is going to have to hold up. Yeah, the river. Yeah, we're not going to have any issues there. David was saying about Westbanco Arena, near at the arena. But I can show you, some of the impacts in in the Wheeling area. Again, I could show you that view of Wheeling Island with a racetrack. And these are some of the impacts. So the racetrack's flooding at 36.6 feet. So we'll see that today. The water overtake that racetrack at 36.7 feet. Basement flooding along Main Street. 38 feet. Portions of Jacob and Wood Street, south of 43rd Street flood. 39 feet southern tip of Wheeling Island floods, and 40 feet backwater begins to affect Main Street near the water treatment plant in Wheeling. Now, this flood, to sort of give you a perspective, it's not going to be as high as it was back in 2004 with the remnants of Francis and Ivan. You may remember that. But it is, definitely getting our attention. And anyone that lives along the Ohio River, want to be dealing with the flooding. There's a look at some of the impacts in Marshall County. I want to show you real cool. I can show you. Go back to this scene with all the different crests. So in Moundsville, 36.6 feet, and then we're going to get to around 42 feet by Thursday afternoon, the crest. So as we head into tomorrow in Moundsville, you're going to start to see possibly the water beginning to affect Monarch Stadium and the Marshall County Fairgrounds. Also, the river at 41 feet will rise and reach the railroad tracks in Moundsville. And later on today, North Marshall Street in Benwood would be closed with the Rite Aid, Taco Bell, and KFC impacted. So it's just giving you some idea of some of the impacts when it comes to with the river rising and flooding over the next few days. Any view of New Martinsville? I do have I don't have it. You know what? I do have a view of New Martinsville. Let's see. We got a view of New Martinsville request coming. I do have a view of New Martinsville here. I just gotta dig it up for you here in our camera, our New Martinsville camera. I don't have it on the river. I'll have to go back and change that to get it on the river. But that is a view of New Martinsville. How much did Moundsville get? Generally speaking, John, between 3-5 inches of rain has fallen across the area over the past 3 days. Give or take a little bit. Most areas have picked up between 3 and 5 inches of rain. So, let's see. And Diane says, thanks, Jeff and the team. You're all doing a fantastic job keeping everyone updated last night. So you are welcome. That's what we're here to do, and we're glad to do it. And we're utilizing this new digital content center, which will be able to, as you can see, we're streaming on not only Facebook Live, but we're also streaming live at the same time on YouTube and Twitter. So 3 ways live we're getting that information across. I will have to be getting ready for News 9 midday, and we'll end it with this. Mama's page. Did you get to take a nap today? Maybe. I doubt it. I'll be busy later on. But since you're up, I thank you. God bless you too, Mama. I am going to be getting ready for News 9 midday, and that is coming up here in a half an hour. So you want to stay tuned for that. We'll bring you the latest as our team of reporters are out covering the flooding that's going on across the Ohio Valley with the latest road closures, some images as well. So you want to stay tuned for News 9 midday. And I'll also have your updated weather forecast, talk about some better weather coming our way as we head into the weekend, especially by the time we get to Sunday. It looks like Sunday may be a good day to fire up the lawnmower as all the grass is really growing here. And so let's see. Here's a good one, too. Kathy's saying that she's watching from Myrtle Beach, and thank you. She used to live on Wheeling Island and praying for everyone. So thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the prayers. I'm sure everyone along the island and along the river appreciates it. Again, I'll see you guys on News 9 midday. Thanks for checking in during this live stream, and we'll keep you updated as the flooding continues here in the Ohio Valley. Have a great, what is today? Today is Wednesday. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll get through this week together. See you at noon.